Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your on channel AC Astro. And these days we are, telling you about your 2025 sign wise, ascendant wise. So today we are here with a Taurus ascendant, or you can say Taurus sign also. So, how this year will be 2025 for you people? Let's welcome Akash ji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akash ji.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. Yes, today we will discuss about Taurus, how Taurus will be for 2025. Now, 2025 is year of Mars, which we'll discuss in the end of the video. But before that, Taurus, understand Venus is a very, very specific, very, very awesome planet for you because it's your ascendant lord. And in the beginning of the year only, in January 2025, Venus will get exalted. We will come on that also. So it starts with the good news that Mercury will enter into Sagittarius here on 4th of January 2025. And Mercury is the lord of your wealth and also the lord of your fifth house, creativity. So entering into the eighth house here, whenever fifth house and eighth house will have any combination, this is a very awesome time. Some very good news related to money, sudden money gains is seen. Then sun enters into Capricorn. Now, talking about sun is the lord of the Kendra, that means the fourth house lord, going to the ninth house. That means your luck will activate during this time. And those people who are thinking, or this is Makar Sankranti as well, very, very big festival. But those people who are thinking to get something related to, especially related to real estate, this is the time that your luck will also favor you. So a beautiful time for all the people. Sun is also the lord that also determines your health of your mother, or your well-being, or your current place of residence. So sun is going to the ninth house. So many people may be traveling to foreign country for higher education, or maybe taking the February intake in western countries. So all the best for all those people also. So great time. January 25 beginning is superb. Mars enters into Gemini. Mars is the 12th house lord going to the second house. That means from foreign country, some wealth is expected. Also, if you see, Mars is the seventh house lord going into the second house, so some kind of good, partnership from families also seen. So a beautiful time again. Mid of January is also a great, great time for all the Aries ascendant people. Taurus ascendant people. Then Mercury enters into Capricorn. So Mercury will always be remembered following Sun, go ahead of sun, then come back, then following sun go. So this is what Mercury keeps doing. And Mercury is the lord of your wealth and your creativity, going to the ninth house, fifth from the fifth. So absolutely, again, those who had any kind of difficulties in the beginning of the year for education, that is higher education or foreign country or traveling or settlement in foreign country, this is a time that you may expect something very positive. So Mercury is also going to be very, very extremely favorable. Whenever the fifth house lord is fifth from itself, it's amazing time to get wealth also. So wealth also is going to come through your destiny. Then Venus enters into Pisces. Now, this is the time that Venus, the ascendant lord, goes to the 11th house, gets exalted. One of the most awesome, beautiful, wonderful placement of Venus is when it is exalted, but it is with Rahu. Whenever Rahu and Venus are together, there is also a lot of illusion, a lot of smoke. So this is also the time that, in your social circle, you may be doing a lot of PR and public relation activities and stuff like that. But it can also be working in your, not in your favor, because see, the house of fame is the fifth house, where Venus is putting a debilitated aspect, where Ketu is sitting. So you have to be very careful in big social circles during the time when Venus is exalted. But on the other hand, if you're in business, if you're expecting good wealth, you may receive something very, very awesome during this time, like something very positive. So a great time for all the people who are uh, Taurus ascendant for the month of January. It's mostly everything is related to destiny, and this is the time to make a little bit of money. So January is the month of money, wealth for all the Taurus ascendant people. Awesome time for you. Moving on, 2025 yearly horoscope. You know what? Once we are making the video, everyone will be like, we need to consult, we need to know our uh, birth chart, our details. So here is what it is. 2025 yearly appointment is here. You can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in description. So you can contact there also and book your appointments ASAP. Here, those who are also interested in studying astrology, we do a lot of astrology courses. So for that also, to enroll for the next batch, you can just message now, and that will be also considered and taken into, you can later on join, and then we can learn astrology together. February. How is February? So February is when Jupiter finally will turn direct into Taurus. Now this is the time Jupiter has been retrograde, from October 9th of 2024. So it's been a very long time for Jupiter to be retrograde. Now finally Jupiter becomes direct, and this is a year when Jupiter is making a lot of movement. It is going to Gemini, then it is going to Cancer, then it is coming back to Gemini. So lot of big transits. It's a very, very important year where Jupiter is transiting three times. Saturn is transiting once, Rahu and Ketu is transiting once. So it's an awesome, very, very big year for all the people of Taurus ascendant people. Now here Jupiter in your ascendant turns direct. A lot of things related to, again, your education, your relationship, your luck, everything activates in very positive way. Those who are thinking of getting married, or those who are in the process of progeny, that means creating kids, this is also a very beautiful time for you. Your self-confidence, your attitude, your destiny, everything will be in your favor. Then Mercury and see, this is the very brief idea about what we are talking, but later you subscribe for sure, because we are going to be making bigger, longer videos on Jupiter turning direct. What is the significance, why it will, what will it do, what are the aspects going to do. So very beautiful for all the signs. Even you are Taurus ascendant, but there may be people in your family who are Sagittarius, who are Capricorn. For them also, everyone, very tailored, very, very specific videos will make. So all the best. Do subscribe and write subscribe below, so that we know that you are a new family member. Then Mercury enters into Aquarius. Now here, this is also a very good time, because Mercury is here. If you see the Lord of the second and the fifth house going into the 10th house of career, that means some wealth and some more creativity, some more challenge, some more happiness coming from your career area. Saturn is here. A lot of disciplined approach is required, because Saturn is a yoga karka for you. And sitting in the 10th house means discipline is number one that is required for all the people. So please be disciplined. That's what I would say, to get more and more and more. Sun, on the other hand, will enter Aquarius. So now Sun is here, Saturn is here. Very beautiful story of Sun and Saturn. Whenever Sun was entering into Aquarius, both were hesitated. Sun was hesitating to go into the sign of Aquarius. Saturn was hesitating that my father is visiting. But when they meet together, it's such a blessing, such a pleasant atmosphere. Here, Sun is the Lord of the 10th house. Oh, sorry, 4th house, coming to the 10th house, exactly opposite, and aspecting the 4th house. That means that, in your professional life, if you are in a professional space where you are trying to get more real estate, or trying to get more what you say, social security in your office, like maybe some more business ideas, some more growth, some more power, some rank, some dignity, this is what you're expecting. This is the time that you may really, really taste that kind of success. Beautiful time, like Sun entering into this sign, Kendra Lord in the Kendra, Raja Yoga aspecting Kendra again with the Lord of the 10th house. It's very beautiful. And when Moon will transit here, it's going to be so awesome. So all the best for all. The February 12th, it's also a great day for startups. If you want to think that, okay, I want to start something, I want to get new things, absolutely very good day. Mark this in your calendar. Then Mars turns direct into Gemini. So Mars was retrograde here. Mars is now direct in Gemini. Now here, when we talk about Mars, Mars is the lord of the 12th house and the 7th house. So Mars is not a very extremely positive planet for Venus. And why? Because Venus is a planet that loves luxury, beauty, and you all people, Taurus ascendant, are one of the most awesome people in the world, because you are the one. I have Rohiji, some people from there is a very good fashion designer. I don't want to take his name. He must be watching right now. He is based in Milan, and he is Taurus ascendant. So these people, Taurus ascendant people, have the eye to look at minute details, and very disciplined in life. And also there is a possibility that these people are fine diamond cutters, they are fine cloth maker, they're like luxury people. This is what Taurus ascendant people are. Mars is turning direct into Gemini, into the second house, that is the house of wealth, money, your speech, anything to do in the terms of your value, the value system that you have, your family. It's a very important thing. And here Mars is not a very, very good planet for Taurus ascendant people, because Venus loves luxury, Mars loves war. So luxury and war both are very different. Someone who's very creative and in fashion design, if you tell them, okay, you have to go to the border to do a war, he will say, oh my god, I am never going to get into it. So same way, this is how the energy of Mars is very aggressive. Now this aggressiveness will be towards making a lot of money, and this money can be coming either through partnership or through foreign countries. So it's a blessing only for you. Nothing is wrong. It's a blessing. So that's why I'm telling you that those people who are watching should subscribe, because this Mars turning direct, what is the sign of Gemini, it is entering into some nakshatra. We are going to cover everything in small detailed videos. So if you are connected to us, then you will be able to make the most of it during that time. So beautiful time for money making. Then Mercury enters into Pisces. Now this is the time when Mercury into Pisces, Venus also into Pisces, and these both planets together make something called Neech Bhang Raj Yog. Whenever an exalted planet and a debilitated planet will sit together, the qualities of debilitation, the bad qualities will go away. So that means there is extreme gains. Your second house lord is in the 11th house, also in debilitated position, but because 11th house is the house of gains and 5th house is the house of Mahalakshmi, where Mercury is putting exalted aspects, so you should expect some beautiful gains. February is the month of, again, gains and monetary benefits for all the people of Taurus ascendant. So awesome time, wonderful, love you guys. Now, understand that those who are thinking, they want to take any yearly appointments, or thinking of starting something, thinking of buying a property and stuff like that, or some major decision, only then please get into this yearly reading, and then we will be able to talk to you one on one. And then even if you want to talk in Hindi, if you're comfortable in that language, you can do an appointment with Rohit ji. If you're comfortable in English, you can do an appointment with me. So all the best, all the people. And there is also astrology courses. We do a lot of courses like teaching astrology in Hindi and English both. So if you're interested, we can put you in the next coming batch. You can WhatsApp, link is a description for any kind of information. All the best. Now Venus here is getting retrograde March 2025 in exalted position, getting retrograde. Ascendant or retrograde means now it is time to revisit few things. Some things must have, because time was so awesome that something, you must have taken decisions in a lot of haste. And now it is required for you to now sit back and understand that, have you done the right thing? Is there anything you need to work on more? Is there anything you need to figure out? So whenever ascendant lord or any planet will become retrograde, it is a time to revisit. So now this is the time to revisit your wishes, hopes, anything that has to do with larger income gains that you have received, that if is it right, or there is some kind of more improvement required, like some more income that is supposed to come. Also, it is also possible that during this time you have to revisit your social circle and see that who are useful people and who are energy vampires, and try to get rid of them from your life. So these kind of things should be done. Sun, on the other hand, enters into Pisces. So now you see that your 11th house is so crowded. Four planets sitting together, and especially Sun and Rahu together. So that means very, very soon an eclipse is approaching. Now eclipse energy is also here. Sun entering into Pisces will start taking degrees, and very close, very soon, because Rahu is also at very, very less degrees. It is supposed to be entering into the 10th house now for you. There's a transit next month, next to next month. So now this is the time eclipse energy is here in the 11th house of social circle. So very careful about your fame, about your name. There can be defame during this time, because Mercury is the planet of communication, and some communication about you or some opinion about you will come out, which will be not so pleasant for you. Then total lunar eclipse happens on 13th and 14th of April. 13th and 14th of March, sorry. Why? Because I told you that Rahu is also at that degrees, and Sun is also at degrees. And same day, 15th of March is when there is going to be retrograde Mercury. So even both the planets which are making Neech Bhang Raj Yoga are retrograde. So this means the power goes down. When they are retrograde, the power is down. This is the time to again work on your communication very, very much. Eclipse is also where your mind will not be in your senses. So March is not a month to take very, very big decisions, because that same month is when big transit is happening. Solar eclipse will happen on 29th of March, and same day Saturn is entering into Pisces. So just imagine what the hell is happening in the 11th house of yours. There is Sun, there is Rahu, there is Saturn, there is Venus, there is Mercury. There are 5 damn planets, and out of this 4 planets and 1 Chaya Graha, 5 Panchayat Yoga is going to happen, and that too with the eclipse. So it's an absolute important time in March 2025, not to take very big decisions, not to be socially very active. Try to be more into inclusion and more into yourself, because this is the time that can really play with your mind. But Saturn is transiting. Sadhe starts for all the people who are Aries moon sign, and Sadhe ends for all the people who are Capricorn. So so one of the most beautiful time for Capricorn ascendant. Rohit ji is going to get completely free from Sade Sati. He's going to be in absolute power because he is Capricorn. My daughter, small little Grace, she's going to go away. Now Sade Sati does not affect kids unless they're 16 years of age, but still she's going to go away from the Saturn thing. My Sade Sati starts. I don't know if I will be able to do so many videos next year or no in Sade Sati. I don't know if I will be motivated, but let's see. All the best, brother, everyone. Saturn is entering into the 11th house, a Yoga Karka planet. You know, absolutely 9th house, 10th house, Lord in the 11th house. That means lot of the struggle that you have gone through for the last 2.5 years. You will end all the struggles and beautiful gains, gains, gains. Now, this is a time to really convert your karmas into rewards. Krishna says, right? Krishna ji, do karma, don't wait for the rewards. Now this is the time you are waiting. You were not waiting for the reward, but reward will automatically come to you for your karmas. Here Saturn is because it's a big transit. We'll be making a complete big, very knowledgeable and very important and to the point video with remedies for 2025 as well as for Saturn transit. So please subscribe, otherwise you will miss it. And if you want to know more about it, you have to make sure that you are a part of our family so that you can go on and check about it. Here April happens. So now Saturn is transited, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, and so many things happening. Mars enters into Cancer. Now again it becomes debilitated. So Mars is also debilitated. So just imagine your house of communication, exactly, and the 11th house of social interaction, both are in lot of karmic debt, lot of like karmic pressure also. Your see all your planets are in the 11, then a skip house, then first house, then a skip house, then then the third house. So there is all the planets are in around skip houses. What does this mean? This means an absolutely important time for reputation. Taurus ascendant people, money will surely come for you this year. It's a very, very awesome time. But reputation is very important. So make sure no ethical activities or uh, things are done. And it is just till like very little time. If you see from March, from 15th of March till 7th of April is when you have to be very careful, because the lord of your second house, that is your speech, and lord of the fifth house, that is your creativity, is also retrograde during that time. Now, what you should do is that here Mercury turns direct into Pisces. Now, this is a very good time, April 7th onwards, to justify if anything went wrong or any problem related to your goals, your efforts, or everything to do with your social interaction, or someone who's trying to demean, demotivate you or try to bring you down, try to confront them. Very, very good time. And 13th of April, then again everything restores. Venus in exalted position, in direct motion, everything is going to be very positive. Only thing is that during this time, children getting birth will have these kind of placements. So those who are pregnant and those who are delivering in April or beginning of April or after 15th of March, so 15th of March till 7th of April, they will have such kind of beautiful, constellations, what you say, a beautiful astral significance in their chart of skip houses. So now just see, Rohitji, 11th house, skip house, there is nothing. Then Jupiter, then skip, then Mars, then skip, then Ketu. So it's all skip, 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 skip. So such people's life will be like, skip this, move forward, skip this, move forward. So very fast life. Those people who will be born here. Finally, Sun also enters into Aries. Now Aries, April, every April, 14th of April, during Vaisakhi, Sun will enter into this place, and this is the time that Sun becomes exalted. Now this is getting exalted in the 12th house. 12th house is house of expenses, losses, sleep, fear, enemy. So enemy, fear, sleep problems, debt, everything will be taken care of. But the debilitated aspect of Sun is going on the 6th house of health, diseases, enemy, loan, disputes, injury, fight, everything related to this house. So absolutely very careful in this areas related to health, not in related to expenditure, because Sun exalted, expenditure will happen, but for lavishness. So you have to control that, but still expenses happening is also good. Otherwise, why are we earning? Expenses very important, but expenses on health or struggle related to enemy or some fight, we should be working in completely close coordination about with how we should avoid such kind of situations in life. So April is a very mixed month. 13th of April onwards, things are very positive. Venus exalted, Lagna Lord exalted, 4th house Lord exalted, 10th house Lord in the sign of 11th house, that means gain. So very very awesome time for people on an overall level. Taurus ascendant, May of 2025. Now when we talk about May here, Taurus ascendant 2025 of May, here Mercury will enter into Aries. This is a very important, very crucial month for all the people. So we are going to be making very big videos during this month, so please subscribe so that you are a part of it, those who have not subscribed, otherwise you will miss it. Now here, Taurus ascendant is where Jupiter is right now. Okay, so Jupiter is at the highest degree possible. So whoever will be born now on May 12th, May 10th, Jupiter will be highest degree. That means it will be your Atma Karka. So very blessed people are those who are getting born. So new babies who are coming, awesome entry to this world. Ravana Rohitji, he wanted all the planets to be in the 11th house. And few days ago, almost 5 planets were in the 11th house. So, it's a very, very awesome house. 11th house is a very important place, huh, by the way. Their wishes come true. This is where 11th house is. Here, Mercury enters into Aries, and Mercury is the lord here of the second house, going to the 12th house. That means expenses are seen, and that too more related to travel. But on the other hand, the 14th of May, oh, before that, 2025 of yearly horoscope. Those who want to book, those who want to, talk to me directly about their chart, understand, or Rohitji also in Hindi, if you want to, they're comfortable in Hindi, you want to discuss about their chart and what's whereabouts. So this is the opportunity. You can go on www.acastro.ca or email acastrochannel@gmail.com or WhatsApp below. The link is in description and we'll be able to help you. Now, the biggest transit of May 2025 after Saturn is Jupiter. Jupiter is entering into Gemini. So Gemini is the house of Mercury. Jupiter is not very much comfortable with Mercury, but still, Jupiter does not give bad results anywhere it sits. And here Jupiter is going to be putting a very big impact on your workplace, on your career, and on your gains, because and on your profession, and on the area related to research, longevity. So a lot of beautiful things are going to come. Second house, when Jupiter comes to the second house, there is going to be growth in your wealth. So that means this is the time that Taurus ascendant people may say that, okay, now our bank balance is increasing. So you'll be very, very happy. All the best. But because this is a very big transit and we are going to be making a complete very big video, making sure that every aspect of Jupiter is taken in consideration, more detailed. What are the pros that I have decided and discovered? Two O's in astrology. One is called opportunity and one is called obstacle. So we will be discussing about opportunity and obstacle. These both O's will make your life very, very simple. So opportunities we have to grab, obstacles we have to avoid, or we don't have to go that way. So do subscribe so that you are a part of it. Sun enters into Taurus. Now, Sun is the Kendra Lord, coming exactly 10th from itself, growth in career. And especially this is the time that you yourself will be absolutely motivated, powerful to grow absolutely in your career. Relationship wise, we have to be careful because Sun is putting an aspect on the 7th house, which is a difficult aspect. Here a lot of struggle or trouble with partnership and business can happen because of ego clashes or attitude issues. But that is in your hands to how to manage that. Now again, a big transit happens. Rahu will enter into Aquarius and Ketu will enter into Leo. Now, those people who are Taurus ascendant people, earlier this was happening with we have happening with Gemini people. Now it is with Taurus people. Now, what you need to understand here is that 10th house and 4th house are places, especially of career. Rahu coming to one of the most awesome place and getting aspect of Jupiter. This is also a blessing. Ketu now coming to the 4th house will put you into a lot of isolation, lot of things related to, some people will start working from home completely. They will say, don't want to go out only. So it will be completely lot of, also possible that you may become very silent, very detached, and very not a people person anymore. They're very, very in your house, into this four corners. Spirituality also in your house, also a lot of spiritual practices, trying to declutter things. This is the kind of things that will happen. And Rahu in the 10th house, it's awesome time for fame, ability, dignity, power, rank. We talk about your professional success, business success, jobs, anything to do with politics. Action in your life will start, discipline will come. There's also possibility of lot of wealth. But because Rahu is an illusionative planet, so such people can also misuse their power. So that's where the power of Jupiter comes, the aspect of ninth aspect of Jupiter on Rahu. Just be careful, okay? We'll be making a complete bigger video on Rahu and Ketu transit with all the combinations that is happening here. So you will, if you subscribe, I think I'm telling too much, but if you subscribe, I'm very excited for you to hear all this. So all the best. Mercury enters into Taurus, Rohit. Mercury again comes to Lagna. It is the second and the fifth house lord. An auspicious planet come to the Lagna. Lot of power for communication, lot of creativity, lot of happiness, lot of verbal communication will happen. Written communication will happen. A lot of communication related to education or learning. You may be going into some learning spree also. Okay, we want to learn something new. So a very nice time for all the people. Mercury is very good for you. And then Venus enters into Aries. Now, Venus is the ascendant lord going to the 12th house. That means expenses is for sure, but because of travel. So there can be some kind of travel, sudden travels that come, or there can be also possibility of, because Venus is also the 6th house lord, expenses related to medical. That means some your longevity will be increasing, by the way. Those people who are sick, those people who are feeling bad. Jupiter is now aspecting your 8th house. What do you want? Longevity, your age, losses come down, age goes up, journeys, there are or more pleasant journeys. Enemy will not be able to have any impact on your life, and bad habits will be completely going away from your life. So a beautiful time for all the people. But do subscribe so that we always make individual transits also, which will be very very helpful for you. All the best. And 2025 yearly horoscope you can book online or acastro.ca or acastrochannel@gmail.com, or WhatsApp link is below, so here also, anywhere. Now, June 2025, 6th of June is when Mercury will enter into Gemini, into its own sign, into the second house. That means lot of happy news, lot of verbal commitments are happening. Maybe, Jupiter and Mercury together will make sure that, Mercury has come to welcome Jupiter, that, okay, Jupiter, come on, welcome to my house. Whatever differences we have in our life, it's Jupiter. Mercury is the stepson of Jupiter. That's what it is. So any problem that we have, anything that we have, forget it. Collectively, the cosmic energy that they have is of wisdom and knowledge. So wisdom and knowledge will increase, which will make your bank balance also increase. Mars enters into Leo. Mars here is the Kendra lord and the 12th house lord, so it is coming into the Kendra again. So this is a good time for property transaction. But Ketu is here, so headless decisions can be made. Very very spiritual approach to anything that you buy, either a vehicle, either a house. Try to get involved with people like Vastu people, like, before buying a house, or get into touch with any good astrologer or anyone who can discuss. If you are thinking in June to buy any vehicle, what kind of vehicle, what color, what are the good days, when is Mars going to be more positive, more awesome. So it's a very friendly house for Mars, so no problem. It's a good time for transactions also related to your vehicles and everything, but little bit careful, because Ketu is here, so some headless decision sometimes, you will get illusion that, okay, this is very nice, but later you buy it and it's going to be garbage. So you have to be careful about it. But good time for real estate and anything to do with conveyances, also land, property, money, your things to do with social security, trying to do renovations in your house. Good time for it. Sun enters into Gemini. Now Sun is the fourth house lord, exactly 11th from itself. So there is again going to be gains through property or some fixed assets. In fact, your speculative gains are also seen. The fifth house lord is also in the second house, so that means some gain in stock share market is also seen. So great time. Then Mercury will enter into Cancer, into your third house. Now, Mercury is the lord of the second house. Mercury is also the lord. I'm repeating again and again. And here, when it comes to the third house, it is 11th from the fifth house and second from the second house. That means it is going to be a positive time, some big communication in your short distance journey, or short distance, some short fame is coming to you in simple way. If your relationship with your younger siblings, as well as friendships, your hobbies and everything will be very very good. Very careful about your right ear and arms, also shoulder and cervical spine, because this is what it rules. There can be some kind of problem also, because this is the house of moon. Depending on the placement of moon, whatever it will make, this house keeps getting affected the most. So such people, Taurus ascendant people, are only one problem: they have a lot of communication and trust issues. So this is where this moon is going to be this Mercury is going to be acting for you. So courage has to be shown, but in the right places. Then Venus enters into Taurus. Now Lagan Lord is back in the Lagna, so absolutely other planets are also into very good, great places. Jupiter in the second house, Saturn in the 11th house, Mars in the fourth house, Mercury. Very very good placement of planets. So this is also a time of startups. If you want to think of starting something new, starting something very positive, again you are here very very happy, and you can start things in partnerships as well. All the best for all the people. And 2025 yearly horoscope is there. I have already discussed with you that it is book online or acastro.ca, and there is an appointment link in the description also. July, one of the most exciting time, but here beginning of the month only, 13th of July, around mid month, sorry, your Saturn will become retrograde. Saturn gets retrograde for 140 days, approximately 140 days. So it's going to be 5 months when Saturn is going to get retrograde in Pisces. So this is Saturn's doing. Those who are going through Sadisati will get a little bit of relief because Saturn is already, moving away from Moon right now and from the natal Moon, and it's going to be very positive. But those who are not in Sarisati, here 11th house is where it is getting retrograde. So now the wishes, the hope, the things that you're related with gains or big business transactions, your social environment, social name and fame, and anything that is that how people acknowledge you in the outer world, you will have to work towards it. That means your wishes, your hopes, your goals that you have made, which is very mediocre or which is very unexpectedly not achievable, or exponentially high. I don't know how to say that word, but that kind of high goals, you have to rework on them and try to come down and tone down. And those who have toned down their goal, that okay, I will achieve this, but they have achieved already, now they have to revisit their goals. Now this is what is important for subscribes. That's why I tell you to subscribe, because we will be making a completely larger video about Saturn getting retrograde, so which will help you too much. So all the best. Sun enters into Cancer. Now, Sun entering into Cancer is exactly fourth house lord sitting 12th from itself. Absolutely careful about your mother's health. If your mother is having some kind of health issues, this is the time that you may have to visit hospitals, or maybe there can be some kind of disheartening news related to mother also possible, because if they're at that age. But otherwise, there's also possibility of short distance travel to a very very longer place. So both ways expenses are going to happen. Mercury then retrogrades in that same house in Cancer, going towards Gemini. Not a very bad time. Mercury retrograde here means you have to try to now use your courage and use your focus and use your determination. Third house is also house of focus, by the way. That's why all the sports person, if they have very good planet in the third house, that is why they become sports person. So your focus should be, you must be absolutely focused during this time, and things related to your written and verbal communication has to be taken care. You cannot be aggressive during this time. Okay, so make sure July is not a month of being aggressive. Then Venus enters into Gemini, ascendant lord in the second house. That means wealth is going to be restored again. Wealth lord coming back or coming towards its own sign again. Wealth is very very awesome, so there is no problem of wealth. Only thing is that over commitment is not required during this time. Then Mars enters into Virgo. No problem. Mars is exactly from the seventh house, sitting in the 11th from the seventh house. That means if you count from the seventh house, it is sitting 11th. This is the house of children, love, creativity, your skill, real un what we say, non-conditional, unconditional love. This is what it is. And Mars is an aggressive planet sitting on the fifth house. Very good time for wealth. That means through like through kind of aggressive approach, like being very very aggressive, or trying to pay some lottery, some speculative gains, like share market. Very good time for that, but not good time for love, because Mars and love are very very different from each other. So it is a time that you may be very careful about your love life with your partner. This is also the seventh house lord in the fifth house, so there can be hatred also towards your partner, so please be very very careful. July is a month of caution. That's what I would like to say. And everyone, 2025 yearly horoscope is here. You can book online, acastro.ca. Otherwise, WhatsApp link is in the description. And Gmail is here, acastrochannel@gmail.com. All the best. August, again, very exciting month, because starting of the month, and basically when the month starts, 10th, 11th of August is when Mercury will turn direct into Cancer. Again, in good position, no problem. Very, very soon, Mercury will enter into Leo and then into its exaltation. So Mercury is going the right way, and it is very, very awesome for you. So no problem. Mercury is very good. Your communication will be restored. Health of mother will be okay, and lot of positive things also you'll be able to hear during this time. But still, Mercury is a very swift planet, so some very quick short distance travel can be happening. Sun entering into Leo. Now this is the time that every month, every year in August, Sun will say, okay, I am back. I am back to my own sign. So here, if Sun is here, that means eclipse is also here. because sun is with Ketu, and when moon aligns here with Rahu or with sun, then it's going to be solar and lunar eclipse accordingly. So this is the time that eclipse energy is now again started. So very careful about real estate, very careful about career in these areas, not to make big decisions. But otherwise, fifth house, any sarkari, any problem related to government, related to sun is present in your chart, you will immediately find success there. So that kind of problem related to real estate, related to vehicle, related to insurance, related to accidents, related to any misfortune is going to be taken care of. So that's very good. Venus enters into Cancer. Now, not a very good placement of Venus. Ascendant Lord in sitting third from itself. That means lot of hard work in your communication to convince other people to get contracts, to get in work area. You may be promised some disappointment also may come, that you may be promised some kind of promotion and stuff like that, but nothing must have been honored. So that kind of problem it comes. But still don't be disheartened. Here Mercury is making sure it is into the Kendra now, and Trikona, the lord of the fifth house, 12th from itself, means there's going to be either children going to foreign countries or gain from children, or there can be some expenses on children, which will be for a very, very beautiful, maybe related to education also. Those who are in education field, those who are teachers and all, very good time for them. They may have growth, but those who are just normal, just IT people, because many Taurus ascendant people are in IT. They're like very analytical, very good at maths also. So because their Mercury is the fifth house lord, and fifth house is brain. They're absolutely analytical people, working a lot on Excel sheets. You will see that during this time, your focus and your commitment to work, as well as your intelligence, is a very, very higher level. So beautiful time for all the people. August is a very awesome month. Only thing is new property transaction, because of the eclipse energy, you should be avoided. Okay, all the best. 2025 or yearly horoscope. This is what we will be talking about. Your chart specifies in a tailored manner that, okay, this is your dasha, this is your current period, this is what is happening, this is what you should be doing. These are the two O's, the opportunity and the obstacles, which you need to now focus. September, Mars will enter into Libra. Now Mars is the lord. If you see Mars here, it is exactly sitting 12 from itself. That means no victory in court cases. So you may lose in court cases. But on the other hand, those people who are going through Mars Dasha Antar Dasha, there may also be possibility that your enemies will withdraw the cases only. So that is a big possibility. But here, Mars is not in a very good status. The 12th house lord is in the 6th house, making Viprit Rajyog. That means some bigger problem will have a very small solution in the end, but lot of effort, lot of waste of money, lot of things may happen. Venus enters into Leo, ascendant lord in the fourth house. Now, amidst of this eclipse time, and because sun is also going to move into Virgo, you may be here possibly doing some kind of property transaction, and that to luxury, in a luxury way, some kind of travel also may be possible in luxury way. So beautiful time when ascendant lord entered into the fourth house. Mercury enters into Virgo again, and now it becomes exalted. So it's again a beautiful time. Mercury getting exalted, wealth. This is a January, February month of wealth. September is again a month of wealth. Sorry. September is again a month of wealth, because Mercury, fifth house, exalted, creativity, luck, money, children, love life, everything will become sorted. Also, very much time in September, people will be proposing each other in Taurus ascendant, and they will be getting married also. Those who have been waiting for a very, very long time for marriage, this is an absolute beautiful time. So make the most of it. Sun enters into Virgo here. Now, what happens is that whenever Sun will enter in Mercury, Mercury is already combust. The power is already less, but still in the guidance of Sun, Mercury is very positive. So Mercury and Sun both will give you good results. Sun also gains through real estate, gain through mother, gain through your blood relatives, gain through your property, vehicle, some hidden money. Lot of things can come, and in fact, gain from father-in-law also can come. But this is the house of father-in-law, because this is the 10th from the 7th. 8th house is in-laws, by the way, but 10th from the 7th is the 4th house. That means this is the house of father-in-law. So absolutely some benefit from that area also. So all the best, guys. September is a very awesome month for you. Yearly horoscope. Those who want to book there, ASAP, book it, and then we will be talking about your chart in detail. October. Now comes the month of lot of things happening. Mercury enters into Libra here. Mercury, when you see here, when Mercury entered into Virgo, 15th of September, now Mercury already entered into Libra, 3rd of October. So that means it's such a fast planet. Mercury entering into Libra here is the lord of the wealth and lord of the accumulated wealth and lord of love coming into the sixth house of obstacles, disputes, problems, so enemies, so some kind of debt and all, which you have been going very crazy over these things. They may put a little more pressure on your life. So you need to find more ways and more remedies during this time, so that your Mercury does not give you bad results. Whenever a good planet like Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, they will come into the sixth house, eighth house, 12th house, they will not be comfortable there and can create problems. Venus, on the other hand, says second indication here that October is not that awesome month, because Venus becomes debilitated. Venus is the lord of the ascendant, lord of the sixth house, debilitated, and also sitting 12th from the sixth house. There may be losses, there may be trouble, struggle, money losses. So, very careful about investing in the month of October, not to get into any investments. Sun, on the other hand, instead to Libra, again become debilitated. So Sun debilitated, Mercury not in right place, Venus debilitated. So two things, two Kendra lords debilitated. It means two Kendra lords are powerless right now. So no big decisions. You have to be very controlled over your body, your mind, your attitude, your self, your physical outlook, your nature, your kind of behavior towards other people. And on the other hand, also very important about your health as well. That means especially this is happening, the debilitation happening in the house of health. Your chest, lungs, blood related problems, kidneys, these are the areas where Sun is going to get debilitated. So careful about how much ever it can be possible. Then a big transit happens. Amidst of all this, Jupiter saying, I am not stopping. I was very fast this time, and I have entered into Cancer. So Jupiter, in so much force, so much power, enters into Cancer on 18th of October, becomes exalted, and the aspects completely change. Now Jupiter is aspecting the seventh house, relationship problems solve. Jupiter is aspecting the ninth house, your luck which is not working for you will start working for you. Jupiter aspecting the 11th house, that means wishes, hopes, desires, everything coming true. Now this is a big transit. I told in the beginning also that once a big transit happens, we will do a lot of detailed videos on them, so that do subscribe so that you do not miss out on that. So all the best. But here Jupiter entering the third house, absolutely a very much blessing for you. 11th house lord in the third house, 8th house lord in the third house, one of the most awesome placements of Jupiter for Taurus ascendant people. Here Jupiter really needs a little bit of struggle, so that unless and until it is in this discomfort place, third house, it is that does not give you good results. So Jupiter will enhance everything in your life, your status, your luck, and your gains. So beautiful time for all the people, because the ninth aspect of Jupiter is very important, and that is going on the 11th house, its own sign. What a awesome time for you. All the best. So wait for the bigger video, you will get more clarity. Then Mercury enters into Scorpio. Now Mercury is the, I told you, the partnership, gains from partnership, because Jupiter is also aspecting, so some growth in partnership business, victory in court cases, anything to do, anything that has to come from your nephew, from life partner, from anything to do with happiness coming to your life. It's a beautiful time for you. So great time. Mercury entering here is very, very great. Then Mars enters into Scorpio. It's its own sign, so that means how powerful it is, right? In Kendra not coming to Kendra. But only thing is that due to some travel or health problems of spouse, there can be some kind of expenses. But other than that, if you're signing contracts, doing any legal things, anything that where it was troubling you, enemies, this, that, everything is going to be in your favor. So beautiful month October. Like the end of October is very beautiful after Jupiter makes a transit, but before that, not to invest or not to get into that energy during the period of such kind of placement of planets. Okay, 2025 yearly horoscope, book and book online or acastro.ca, or there's acastro.channel@gmail.com. You can watch here also. Here, November, again, a lot of things happening in November. Number one, Venus is entering into Libra. Now, Venus coming its own sign, so no problem. 2nd November only it will come. So even Sun is not giving you good result, but since Lagna Lord has come to take care of your health, of your disputes, of your enemies, so it will take care of it. So don't need to worry about it. And in fact, more discipline will be coming to your life. Mercury retrogrades in Scorpio. Now here, Mercury is thinking, oh, I'm missing Sun. So it is trying to go back. That's what is happening. But it is not all. Mercury retrograde in the 7th house can create some kind of uh, now your communication, everything, partnership is going well. Now suddenly you can become greedy also, because see, money is when it comes, there is problem. And Mercury here retrograde motion is only telling you that do not overcommit, do not be over ambitious, do not make sure that you do unethical practices for others. So it is your indication for you yourself that okay, now need to be careful in communication related in partnerships. Okay. Secondly, Jupiter again gets retrograde in Cancer. So exalted planet getting retrograde, that means it's trying to go towards Gemini. It is at very less degree in Cancer, so it is going to go back into Gemini. Now here, what does this mean? That this means that again, communication wise, see, communication lord is also retrograde. The career lord is also retrograde. Jupiter is also getting retrograde in the house of communication. So this triangle, can you see 4, 7, and 11? This is where all the things related to these houses, something related to written communication, something related to fight with partners, and something related to socially doing some social, like trying to be very, very socially uh, screaming about your progresses. This is where the problem is. So you should be avoiding all these three things. Sun, on the other hand, enters into Scorpio now. So now Kendra Lord is in the Kendra. Sun is out of debilitation. It will take a lot of power. But since two cruel planets, Sun and Mars, are sitting in the seventh house, fighting in partnership in business is possible. So try to avoid such fights. Okay. Later on, we see that Mercury enters into Libra, into retrograde motion. So now Mercury and Venus are together. Mercury has either love with Venus, either love with Sun. So something, it is always either together. Here, this means that in the work area, there's a lot of creativity and a lot of open communication required. So that is what you should be doing. Venus, on the other hand, enters into Scorpio. That means it is entering into exactly opposite from itself and in progress from the sixth house. So now you will dominate. You will be dominating over enemies during this month. Beautiful time. And then, Saturn, lot of time happened. It was retrograde. Now it became direct. Now it's positive. It is again, it has taught you all the lessons. Sadisati people, get aware again, because Saturn is now direct. That means now Sadisati people, it will start moving closer to moon, and there will be problem. Those who have moon in 12th house in Aries, for Taurus ascendant people, Sadisati is going to start for them. So starting point is very difficult, man. Out of comfort, suddenly coming into Sadisati is a very difficult time. So, but otherwise, a lot of gains. Your wishes, desires, your friends, your siblings, elder siblings will help you. Your friends will help you. There's going to be a lot of good news from your uncles and aunts. So beautiful time for you. Career-wise, also great things. Destiny also is working in your favor. So absolutely very good. Mercury, on the other hand, is also turning direct into now Libra and going towards the seventh house, which is also a good news, because now Mercury, the second and the fifth house lord, that means in love and in family, communication will become better and there will be lesser enemies, and your workplace issues are also solved. Now it is going towards positivity. December 5th, next month, last month of the year 2025. See, we can continue 2026, 2027 like this with the transit, but December 2025, last month of the year, Jupiter will enter into Gemini, again a big transit. This big transit, if you don't want to miss, do subscribe, so that when we will be making the video for this, will be available for you. And very soon we are going to turn subscribers only. So if you're a subscriber, then only you'll be able to see this. So try to subscribe ASAP. Jupiter enters into Gemini, and Gemini is the house here where Jupiter was residing earlier. So, lot of things related to communication, speech, related to verbal commitments, family, money have to be reconsidered now. That okay, have we taken the right step or no, or do we need to again revisit and reconsider our investments or the family values that we are talking about? That should be done. Again, more detailed video will come soon. Mercury enters into Scorpio here. Now Mercury was in direct motion, it turned direct, it is coming to Scorpio. There is a stellium, that means 4 planets together in the 7th house. So something very big related to promotion, related to relationship issues, or related to some victory in court cases, or some beautiful things is going to happen for you. It is going to be a very awesome time for all the Taurus ascendant people. Here finally Mars says okay, bye bye, I am going. So Mars comes to the 8th house, again makes a Viprit Rajyog. It is the 7th house lord. So gains from partnership is seen, but sudden ups and downs, some kind of disease, sorrow, health problems from fear, or some bad habit that you're into may become little bit more aggressive. You may be conducting your bad habit more and more and more during this time. So try to calm down. That's what I would say. Then Sun enters into Sagittarius. Again, the Lord of the fourth house going to the eighth house, and with Mars especially, that means inheritance wise, is anything is going on. You may have victory here. There may be possibility of you getting inheritance, which also means that not a very good time for the health of parents. So very careful here. Inheritance, we nice word that okay, we got this property, we got money, but inheritance comes with some sorrow also. So problem can be there. Then Venus also enters into the eighth house. Again, the ascendant or the eighth house, lot of things related to occult, lot of things related to research, lot of things related to alternative healing also is required or may be required during this time. And that's not all. Mercury also comes here. Sannyasa yoga completely is happening during this time. All the four planets in the eighth house. Now, four planets in the eighth house, and especially the end of the year will be like this. That means the end of the year will be can be very dark for all the Taurus ascendant people, and especially in the terms of research area, in terms of finding some kind of they will become Sherlock Holmes. You will be trying to decode many things of your life, and absolutely very important time for transformation for the next year. If this year you were not able to do anything, next year is when all the four planets are sitting in the eighth house of transformation, physical and mental, and every transformation that you can expect. So please make your mind towards these kind of areas, and it's going to be a very blessing for all the Taurus ascendant people. I wish you a very very happy new year. And Mars is the lord that rules 2025. So war in Mars. Now I'm not talking about war between countries, I'm talking about war between yourself, war with your laziness to get action, war with your laziness to get drive, war with your neglecting energy to get passion. And sometimes we want to be aggressive also so that we can make the right decisions in life, and at the time of opportunities. A 9 year tends to symbolize endings, lot of endings of bad habits, lot of completion of your karmas, lot of transformation. And that is the last day. Can you see that 29th of December, or the four planets, ascendant lord here, second house lord here, fourth house lord here, when we talk about seventh house lord here. So a lot of transformation is happening in all the areas, and this is where you will be preparing for new beginnings. So all the best for all the people. This is an awesome year for you. Awesome year for you. And those who want to take the appointment for 2025 of yearly horoscope, here all the details are on the screen and in the link in the description below. Happy New Year to all the family members, all the friends, all the people who are watching. Thank you, Rohitji, and Happy New Year to you also. All the best, Rohitji.
Thank you, Akashji. Happy New Year to all the family members, and one by one we will giving all the ascendants like this. And but the main thing is, this is a generic prediction. You can correlate with your chart, but if you want exact results, and what Akashji told today, very good term. I like this O&O, obstacles and opportunities. This is all about life. So you can discuss with Akashji 2025, sitting with him. What are the obstacles? How can I avoid? And what are the opportunities? How can I grab? This is all about astrology. WhatsApp number on the screen, link in description. You can book through a website also. I wish you very happy new year. Thank you, Akash. I wish you very happy new year to you also, and thank you for this detailed and colorful presentation for our lives coming ahead. Thank you very much. We meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Mata.